Thank you so much, and so glad you were able to find us as we went around through the rain and the carnival and all the other things that are going on in town. It's so nice to have so many of you here tonight. As we kick off, since we're on the early side of this one, kick off the 250th and move forward for the country. And that'll be the theme for what we have going tonight. Sorry to surprise you with that right off the bat. I hope that getting everybody up real quickly. We're gonna open now with a piece by John Philip Sousa. This is The Thunderer, and I'm glad we're doing it inside. Thank you so much. I'm sorry we don't have any ability to walk around the bandstand this evening for those of you who attend our summer concerts. We are going to look at a lot of the best of Americana, and we're going to take it back to before we were American tonight with some of the music we've got. Next piece here is a terrific piece written by Robert Russell Bennett and Richard Rogers, who was the composer. Robert Russell Bennett was his arranger that did all of his great Broadway shows and things like that. And this was for a TV series called Victory at Sea. It's a really evocative piece, and the way it's written really almost makes you feel like you're at sea at some points. It's really nicely done. So listen for the waves and enjoy them. Thank you so much. How many of you know that special series that was on TV? Some of you have seen it, yeah, and the music is just so good to it. You've got a great Broadway composer, a great Broadway arranger, and a wonderful film with all sorts of good things in it. It's worth checking out. We're going to change pace a little bit. As I say, some of the things we wanted to do tonight is reflect on some of the positivity and the beauty that we've got and we're fortunate enough to have in these 50 states. And tonight we're going to perform a gentler piece. It's an arrangement with all sorts of lovely changes and thoughts in it, much like the area itself. It's an arrangement of Shenandoah by Frank Kelly. And I don't know if any of you have traveled down in that area, down in Virginia, the sort of western area. The mountains are just beautiful almost any time of year. And Kelly captures that in his writing, where you feel that you know where you are, but you're always surprised because something new comes up. And that's part of the fun of this. So this is Shenandoah, arranged by Frank Kelly. Thank you so much. Continuing along the same theme, dealing with different areas of the country and different. This is a piece set by Pierre Laplante, who's, despite the French-sounding name, is is an American composer, and this is called American River Songs. It's based on traditional composed music of the early time when rivers and waterways were the lifeline of a growing nation. So we've got down the river, a little bit of Shenandoah treated differently, across the wide Missouri, and the Glendy Burke, which will be coming along. And you'll hear, so imagine yourself maybe traveling down the Mississippi and looking from side to side and seeing the different cultures, the different industries, the different leisure activities that are going on, all on a lovely boat ride down any one of these rivers. So this is American River Songs by Pierre Laplante. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed that journey. We're going to, this is again, as a program designed for outside, this would be the time where we'd usually invite people to stroll around the bandstand. So we'll close this set with a march and we'll open the next set with a march. And this is another one, another John Philip Sousa march called Manhattan Beach. Thank you so much. We're going to take about a quick 5-10 minute break just to give the brass players a bit of a rest. We'll be right back with our second half, which is a little bit different from the first. So thank you for being here. We'll see you back in about 5-10 minutes. Thank you so much. There we go. A little better volume on this one. Had to change those out during the intermission. That was Salute to the Colors, which I think is appropriate on today. Now we're going to spend the second half sort of looking ahead and looking back. This is a piece of music that's a medley of music, the music of George M. Cohan, who was a prolific Broadway composer and also was one who was really known for his patriotic music. And we will be hearing tonight in part of this, and feel free to sing along if you know the words. Mary's a grand old name. Any Marys, right? Yeah. Okay. Give my regards to Broadway. 45 minutes from Broadway, Yankee Doodle Dandy, and You're a Grand Old Flag. This is the Star Spangled Spectacular, arranged by John Kakavas, and this is the music of George M. Cohan. Thank you so much. You recognize some of those, I hope. This will be a little different. This is written by a gentleman named Chris Sharp, and it's been popular in a lot of places, especially this year. This is called an American Spectacular. We just had the Star Spangled Spectacular. Now we have an American Spectacular. This is a musical history of the United States. In it, you will hear, and this is going to be hard to do with one hand and on the mic and one hand there. We will get God Save the Queen to start, and we'll move from there. Although that's the king now, isn't it? Then we'll get to The Girl I Left Behind Me. These are all initially old American tunes. Then we go to Chester, put out by right here in Boston was the composer. And then we'll have Hail Columbia. Moving on to Columbia, the Gem of the Ocean, all in chronological order here. We will then move to When Johnny Comes Marching Home. Should have written a list. The Battle Cry of Freedom. Over There. The Caisson Song. And then we'll wrap it up with something that's familiar to you that you'll hear more of a little later before we finish it. So this is a musical history of the United States before we get to the United States up until now. 50 years worth of music for. We got a couple more for you, but no July 4th celebration or anything would be complete without this piece for my money. This is Samuel Augustus Ward's, the arrangement by Carmen Dragon of America the Beautiful. For me, this is absolutely my favorite of the patriotic songs, not only because of lyrics, because it's 100% American. It's not borrowed from British music. It's all ours. And it is just a lovely arrangement. It's one that's done by every major band and orchestra in the world, and we always enjoy doing it here. So this is Carmen Dragon's America the Beautiful. Thank you all so much for being here, for finding us inside. For what it's worth, moving forward, next week we have no concert because they're still on the bandstand over there, letting the grass heal, I was told. Carnival will be gone, but the grass has to heal before we're back. So we are back in 2 weeks, back on the bandstand, because it won't rain anymore this summer. Thank you all for being here. Happy 4th of July to all of you. We hope to see you again soon.